Trees. We often take them for granted, but trees are important parts of our communities and environment. They provide habitats for wildlife, make an area visually more attractive, and can act as a screen and natural acoustic barrier between our sites and surrounding houses and businesses. Many trees are covered by a Tree Preservation Order, a TPO, issued by a local authority to protect a single tree or a number of trees within a defined area. This order makes it an offence to damage any tree which is subject to a TPO. Tree roots keep a tree healthy and upright. Most roots are found in the top 600 mm of soil and often grow out further than the tree height. Roots are effectively one of the most important parts of a tree, and if the roots are damaged, the tree may suffer irreversible harm and eventually die, so we must take proactive measures to protect them. By measuring out the following zones, you can better understand where you can and cannot dig when working close to a tree. The prohibited zone is a circular zone around the tree 1 metre from its base. In a non-emergency situation, excavations of any kind must not be undertaken within the prohibited zone unless full consultation with the local authority tree officer has been carried out, and any permission has been received in writing before proceeding. The use of any form of mechanical plant within this zone is prohibited unless written permission has been granted by the local authority tree officer. In addition, materials, plant or equipment must not be stored within this zone, and materials must not be leant against or plant chained to the tree trunk. The precautionary zone is a circular zone around the tree after the prohibited zone. This is calculated by measuring the circumference of the tree at chest height and multiplying by 4 to calculate the radius of the precautionary zone. You should avoid excavating within this zone wherever possible. If an excavation does encroach into this zone, use hand digging, air lance or vacuum excavation techniques, particularly when excavating earth or granular material. The use of mechanical plant to excavate material is prohibited unless permission has been received in writing from the local tree officer, and then mechanical plant should only be used to remove the coarser or concrete materials. The permitted zone is the area outside of the precautionary zone. Excavation works may be undertaken within this zone, however caution must be applied and mechanical plant used only if absolutely necessary. Within the precautionary and prohibited zones, if excavations have been carried out, we must ensure that they are backfilled as soon as possible on completion of the works. Within all 3 zones, roots over 25 mm in diameter must not be cut, unless advice has been sought from the local authority tree officer. If permitted to cut roots, use tools which produce a clean cut. If any roots are uncovered, they must be protected with dry sacking. Further information and specifics on what you can and can't do within each zone can be found within SHE 205, Land Management and Biodiversity Procedure. There are only a few exemptions to this rule. Where the tree is on operational land and the tree or trees need to be removed in interest of the safe operation of the distribution of gas or to carry out permitted development under town and country planning regulations. It can also be an exemption if there is a need to remove the tree, as it constitutes an unacceptable source of danger. If you are ever unsure, contact your line manager or supervisor, speak to your local SHE team or a member of the Environmental Operations team within SSR for further information. Further guidance and information is also available on the EMS One Stop Shop, which can be found on the internal infonet.